Well, Michael, such an important game. You've got the right result. You've come away with 3 big points. How are you feeling?
Yeah, obviously delighted, relieved. I thought we played well today. I did. Thought we were brave. Thought we passed the ball well. We had a good structure to us. We worked really hard on our build-up play because we thought they'd be aggressive. They probably weren't as aggressive as I thought they would be out of possession, if I'm being honest, in the game. And it took a little bit of a while to sort of deal with that. But I thought first half we looked like the team that wanted to win the game, and they would maybe like come here and be happy with a point and sit behind the ball. But going obviously down to 10 men, that can really affect a group, especially a group that's not necessarily full of confidence. The speed of pass can sort of slow up a little bit, and you start taking more sort of time on the ball and waiting. And I didn't think we did that. I thought there was an urgency to us. We've obviously scored a really good goal today, and TP's he scored a wonderful strike. But we've had some big chances and opportunities that we could and should do better to put the sort of game to bed. Having said that, if you would have said to me, a 1-0 before the game, I'd snap your hand off.
Yeah, there's some really good saves as well from Henry Gray. The Harrogate keeper made some good stops, but we're getting a little bit frustrated, feeling it might be one of those days when it doesn't go your way, and then Taylor Perry pops up and does that, a goal worthy of winning any go. Yeah,
I mean, listen, up to our goal, I didn't have any sort of doubts or certain feelings that we would lose the game, or not win the game at that point. I generally thought we would go on and score a goal at least. Then obviously, like I say, when we got the goal, we should have put the game to bed. We had numerous opportunities to make it 2-0. And then, as it happens, when you're only 1 goal ahead, there's always half chances, and the reality is the opposition start getting a little bit more adventurous. That last 10 minutes, they changed their shape again, and they put 2 up top, and we were like, right, do we stay aggressive? Do we keep, So it was one of them situations where you're thinking, right, okay, be professional, see the game out, and I thought the last sort of 4 or 5 minutes, you could see we were professional, keeping the ball in the corner. Yeah,
it was going to be a bit jittery, isn't it? 1-0, because the win is so important. Bit of a relief when the bar came to the rescue later on.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it would have been an unbelievable goal. I'm not sure if he meant it, if that's what he meant, but it would have looked unbelievable, and that would have been a little bit of a dagger to the heart, to be fair, if that would have gone in. But I think if that's luck, if that's a little bit of luck, I think we've earned that today. I thought we were brave and aggressive, and like I say, I felt that we were the only team that actually wanted to win the game, and I think we got our just deserves for it.
3 of your new signings in the starting 11 today. Let's go through them. Let's begin with Ewan Morgan, who had so many shots today. You can see his quality very quickly. He likes a shot, doesn't he? And keen to get involved. What about his contribution?
Yeah, I thought he was excellent. Especially in that first half. They struggled to deal with him when he was rolling in off the line. He's got great technique, good close control, and he has got a fantastic shot. A lot of power in his shooting ability. So I just was hoping that one of them would hit the back of the net. Tired a little bit towards that second half, cramping up a little bit, but you can see the qualities that he's got, and I think he's going to be a decent addition to us.
Trey Ugansui, very lively as well in attack. It's a really good addition.
Yeah, the ball there was a couple of times where he did ever so well in around his feet, and it didn't quite sort of break for him. But I do think he's a player that will score goals for us. Like I say, I think we're seeing glimpses of what he can bring to the table, and I just think they bring a different dimension to us. I think we just looked at a completely different team today, if I'm being honest. And that's what I want going forward. Clearly, we've gone with a back 4. It's a formation that I'm much more comfortable with. You might ask, well, why have you not been doing that, most weeks? But the reality is, we've got 3 centre halves that come in the summer, and there certainly wasn't an obligation to play them. But if you're not playing them, then what do you do? So I think, like I say, we'll be very different going forward. I think we'll cause teams more problems, and hopefully score a lot more goals.
Yeah, you mentioned switching to a back four. Nick Freeman slotting in at right back. First time he's played a first team game for quite a while, 10 months I think it is. And he slotted in really impressive. You've got to be pleased with him, I'm sure, the way he's come in.
Yeah, but I didn't have any doubts about that one, got to say. You know, obviously vastly experienced. He's been in this situation before at a couple of clubs. He can play numerous positions. Like I say, we've had him in training a few days before we actually signed him. He looked very good in training. I think Nick, you know, I don't want to sort of kill him and stuff, but I think Nick will be one of them players, and always has been in his career, where he's always been 7 out of 10 every week, and not many people notice him because he just does his job and does it efficiently. And yeah, I thought he did that again today.
So you've been busy already in January. We've just seen you talking with Isaac Lee, a player who has been linked with the football club. Is there any update there, Michael?
Just that obviously we're very, very keen, and you know, I'm sure there'll be others out there that will be as well, but I do think from a profile point of view he fits everything that we need and we want going forward. And yeah, we just you know, tried to make him feel as welcome as we possibly could today. I believe an agreement is in place, and I don't think I'm speaking out of turn that. I think there is agreement in place, but ultimately he'll have 3 or 4 options. So, you know, he'll clearly, and his agents will have the final decision. But if he's happy to come and he wants to come here, I think you know, I think it'll happen pretty quickly.
If it goes through as you clearly hope it does, would that be it in terms of January recruitment, or are you still looking?
Well, I hope it isn't it, if I'm being honest, and I don't want that to be it. Clearly, people have got to lead the building. There's no doubt about that, and that's, you know, that's transactional. That just happens at this time of the year. You know, players leave and sort of players come in, and regardless of what happens with Isaac, there's still probably, you know, one more that I'd like to do, and if we get more than one, then obviously it's an added bonus. But I don't think whatever happens with Isaac affects the other one. It'll be just, you know, again down to, we'll be part of 3 or 4 clubs that are looking to take players, and hopefully they decide to come to us.
Just finally, you want to win any time, but this seems particularly timely given that it's a day when you're the only winners in the bottom 6 of the League 2 table, so a little bit of a gap between yourselves and the bottom 2 now. How important is that for you all? Yeah,
I mean, listen, psychologically, there's no doubt about it. Players will look at the apps and the papers and see that. So, you know, I'm not going to try and sort of you know, step around that. That will happen, you know, and I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing that the players and the fans and everyone sees that. We just have to focus on what we're doing. You know, we had a meeting after before the Wolves game, before we started concentrating on Wolves, and we knew after 22 games, obviously, how many games we felt that we needed to win to make sure that we secure our position at this level, and we're going to try really hard to focus on that and nothing else, because we do believe that if we do that, then we'll be more than safe. Great result. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks, Michael. Cheers. Thank you.